Good morning, YouTube. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over what my full day-to-day routine looks like for me on this cut and everything that I've done that helped me stay consistent to get shredded. So let's go. So this is how I start off every single morning, and a lot of you guys already know this, but I start off every morning with my pre-workout snack, which is 2 rice cakes, banana, honey, and salt. Current routine has me waking up at 3:45 a.m. every morning. I usually work out at 5 in the morning, so I wake up at 3:45, I eat these rice cakes. At around 4:30 I'm leaving the house, and at 5 o'clock I'm at the gym working out. So a big reason why I work out so early in the morning is because I like to get it done. I used to work out late afternoon or evening. Getting this workout done early in the morning is the best thing for me, so I figured, all right, I'm just gonna go in the gym, get it done, come back, and I can work on everything else. This has got to be my favorite part of the day right here, is making these rice cakes. All right, so now that we got the bananas on the rice cakes, I'm going to put this on my scale. So what I do is I have 3 grams of honey on each rice cake. And then right after that, I just sprinkle a little bit of salt on that, and then we're good to go. So for this cut, I am currently eating 2,000 calories a day. I'm also going to be showing you guys every single meal that I have, how much calories is in each meal, and all the macros as well. So this meal, hold on, I gotta pull it up on my phone because I don't know it by heart. So this snack is around 278 calories for 3 grams of protein, 66 grams of carbs, and 0.5 grams of fat. So I start out with a high carb meal just so that way I have a little bit of fuel while I go to the gym. I typically don't focus on fats or proteins for my pre-workout meal because this is the first meal of the day. So I shouldn't even say meal, it's more of a snack. So I prioritize on fast digesting carbs, which is exactly what this is. And so it sounds like a lot of calories. I know each rice cake is 50. The bananas that I put on top are usually what is more calorie dense. So I usually have around 180 to 200 grams of banana on top. With the honey, of course. It adds up to around 278 calories. This is what I've been eating every single morning, and I love it. So today happens to be a pull day for me, which is actually just what I recorded the other day for YouTube. But it's a different pull day, so the stuff that I showed a couple days ago is going to be completely different from what today's pull day looks like. I'm not going to run through every single set of what I do. I'm just going to show you guys just one set of each exercise, just so you guys know what I'm doing for this pull day. But yeah, so it's about 4:30 right now. Keep in mind, guys, that this is also my first ever time truly on a cut. I did a cut last year when I was 165 pounds. I dropped to 128, but it was a terrible cut because I didn't really know what I was doing, like food-wise, workout-wise, so I don't really count that. Now that I've learned throughout the year kind of how to work out and how to track all my food and all of that stuff, I count this now as my full time doing a cut, which I am now 12 weeks in. My structured plan probably isn't the most optimal, but it is what's worked for me, especially food-wise. There's a lot of foods that, like I like peanut butter, so like I made it work into my diet. And I know usually when people go on a cut, they don't recommend peanut butter because it is per serving, it's just high in fat, and it's just not overall that great for being on a cut. But I've made it work, and you guys are gonna see that. This is what I believe. So I believe that when you go on a cut, you have to choose the foods and everything that works for you. A lot of people are gonna tell you to eat this at a certain time, or you can't be eating this, you gotta eat this instead. But honestly, you gotta figure out what works for you, because the main goal of a cut is to not crash out, right? So choose foods that you genuinely like, and if you can kind of calorie bank to make it work later in the week where you could have a higher calorie meal or whatever, go for it. But again, this is everything that I've learned through putting myself through this for the first time. So a lot of the foods that I eat maybe aren't optimal, but it's worked for me. So, and that's all that matters. But anyway, let's go to the gym. Enough yapping. I'm going to show you guys what my pull day looks like today. All right, so to start off, I'm doing lat pull downs. So today's workout, I'm doing 6 different exercises. When I first start out my exercises, I do 1 warm-up set and then 2 heavy working sets. So for this one, I'm doing probably 12 reps to start off. And then I'm going to immediately try and go to a weight that I'm doing 6 to 8 reps. So next up we got the T-bar row. I'm only doing 2 sets and they're gonna be 2 heavy sets. Hopefully I get in that 6 to 8 range. Usually this weight I do about 7. This is like my favorite T-bar row machine ever. This thing's awesome. All right, moving on to biceps now. So I actually already did my warm-up set. I just forgot to hit record, of course. So now I'm going into the heavy set. So I did 1 warm-up set for 12 reps, and then now I'm doing 2 heavy sets for, I wanna say probably 6 reps here, 6, 7 reps. Doing the incline dumbbell curls. This is by far one of the best bicep exercises in my opinion. All right, now we're gonna be doing the kneeling pull downs. So again, I already warmed up back, so we're just gonna do 2 heavy sets here if I can get the position right. All right, now we're gonna finish off with the last bicep exercise, which is the easy bar curls. So again, only gonna do 2 heavy sets here to finish off. Here we go. This is the last exercise of the day. 2 sets of the pull-ups till failure. Then I finish up with cardio. And then it's time to go eat. Now that we're back home from the gym, it is time for our post-workout meal, which is 2 rice cakes with PB Fit peanut butter and protein oatmeal. So I got just the 1-minute oats with a scoop of whey protein and a bunch of fruit. So I have 100 grams of strawberries on my rice cakes, and then I also have 100 grams of blueberries in my oatmeal. The other thing I wanted to talk about was my current workout split. So I probably should have said this before I actually worked out, but I didn't. So I'm currently running PPL twice a week. So I'm doing push-pull legs, and then I'm resting on Sunday. So after every single workout, I'm doing 30 minutes of cardio. So I'm doing 15 incline for 2.8 speed, Monday through Saturday. And then on Sunday, I just do walks outside. So I'm doing cardio after every single workout, and the exercises are different for every push, pull, and leg day. So next time I do a pull day, it's gonna be completely different from what I just did. So I wanted to throw that out there because I didn't really explain that this morning when I woke up. I was a little tired, but so that's one of my routines for my pull day. And now we're gonna make this delicious post-workout meal. So we got our 100 grams of strawberries right here. Then we got 40 grams of oats. It takes them out because it was 41. Then we got 32 grams of PB Fit. Of course, we can't forget about the 2 rice cakes. And the way that I usually do my oats, I usually do just about under a cup of water. When the oatmeal's done, I usually let it sit for about a minute or 2. I usually don't mix in my protein powder right away. I feel like the texture's just really off, so I let it cool for a little bit. So in the meantime, I get my PB Fit ready to spread on the rice cakes. And the reason why I love PB Fit so much, and I mean, not only just because I love peanut butter, the macros on this are insane. Like, you can get the same amount of protein as you would normal peanut butter for way less fat. Like, each serving is only 2 grams of fat. And to me, literally, this just tastes like normal peanut butter, even though it's a powder. It's really, really good. So if you love peanut butter and you're trying to fit this into your cut, definitely recommend getting PB Fit. Go ahead and spread this bad Larry on those. There's no difference between this and real peanut butter, I swear to God. And now that our oatmeal's cooled off, I'm gonna put in 31 grams of this protein powder. And I'm saying 31 grams because that is the serving size for this one. And the way that I've been structuring my meals, I'm eating about every 4 hours, which is typical for people on a cut. Now I put the oatmeal back on the scale, and I'm gonna put 100 grams of blueberries in here. Of course, we have to fish out the blueberries because we only want the good ones in there, not the really, really mushy ones. And now finally, we just gotta put the strawberries on. So this post-workout breakfast is 579 calories, with 34 grams of protein, 85 grams of carbs, and 10 grams of fat. So it usually keeps me full for the next 4 hours. I have to eat this pretty fast because I actually have a haircut scheduled in like 30 minutes, so I'm gonna wolf this down. So we'll be right back with the intermission break. Just getting back from the haircut now. I absolutely love the haircut, although it is not styled currently at the moment exactly, but it's definitely better than how it looked. But anyway, it is currently 10:30 a.m. and I'm having my 3rd meal. So My third meal consists of 5 ounces of lean ground beef, 200 grams of cooked brown rice, and 75 grams of cooked broccoli. This meal in total is 492 calories, 35 grams of protein, 50 grams of carbs, and 15 grams of fat. So I'm gonna eat this real quick and then I'm gonna talk more about my routine. So every Sunday I'm going to the grocery store and I'm getting all my stuff for the week, but I'm also meal prepping right after that. And that is one of the key things that has helped me stay so consistent on this cut, is making sure that I meal prep. And I've been meal prepping for over a year. Like, I've started meal prepping when I first started working out. I knew that meal prepping saved you a bunch of time. But man, if you guys aren't meal prepping and you're trying to cut, it's gonna be kind of hard to be consistent. So the 2 meals that I meal prep on Sunday for me are my beef meals and my chicken meals. And it usually takes about, I don't know, an hour, hour and a half. And this saves me so much time during the week, because think about it. If I didn't meal prep on Sunday, I would be wasting so much time every day, like cooking my chicken every day, cooking the beef every day, cooking the rice. So I like to get all my meal preps that I can get done on Sunday done. That way I save so much time for myself during the week to do other things, like edit videos. So for me, I have 6 beef meals and 6 chicken meals. And what I do when I'm done is I put 3 of each in the fridge and then 3 of each in the freezer. So come Wednesday night, I am pulling out the ones from the freezer and putting them in the fridge, because I now no longer have any left in the fridge, so I start pulling from the freezer. But I would suggest not leaving anything in your fridge like that more than like 4 days max. I usually do 3. So that's the system that I've been doing, and it has been great. So not only does this help you with time management during the week, but it also helps you stay wicked consistent, because think of it this way as well. A lot of times you get home from work, right? And you know, you maybe worked 8-10 hours and you're tired. So you come home, it's what, 6 p.m., whatever your shift is, right? You're just extremely tired, and all you can think about is getting on the couch and just relaxing, watching TV, trying to end the night. But what ends up happening is you start getting that relaxing mode, and then it hits you. It's like, I'm so tired, I don't have any energy to go cook my meals or anything. So I'm just gonna go ahead and order myself a pizza. And that's where most people fall into the trap. So maybe the first couple weeks, you know, you're like, yeah, I can do this. I can make my meals every week. Trust me, after a while, you're gonna get tired of it. Your energy is gonna be low from the cut, and you're gonna be like, man, it would be so much easier to just get a pizza or something like that right now. Just get DoorDash. But I promise you, if you guys are meal prepping, that thought is gonna be completely taken out of your head, because your meals are already done for you. So all you have to do is, when you come home from that long day of work, just go ahead in the kitchen, pop your stuff in the microwave for a couple minutes, and bang, there you go. So not only does it save you time, but it also keeps your mind focused on, okay, well, I can't escape and try and get pizza, because I know I have my food already ready for me in the fridge. So that is why meal prepping is one of the key things to be doing on a cut. But not only should you be doing on a cut, you should also be doing it when you're just working out in general. But the other thing that's helped me stay so consistent with these meals is I'm eating these meals, like I said earlier, every 4 hours. I know life happens, so sometimes things come up and maybe you're eating an hour later or before. If you can figure out some sort of system that you're basically treating this like a job, so you're eating around the same time every day, you are working out at the same time every day, you're going to bed at the same time, that is gonna be the best thing for you, because humans love to work off of routines and systems. And nothing is better than having routines. Another big key thing you guys can do to stay consistent on this cut is by being extremely busy all the time if you can. Obviously, you guys may have work or whatever throughout the day, so that keeps you busy. But when you come home, try and still keep yourself busy or find an easy distraction. The biggest thing for me is that I work from home, so what I have to do to keep myself distracted while working from here is that I have to keep moving myself. So I'm either working from my kitchen, I'm either working from my office right here in the living room, or I'm working outside. Like, I'm switching up my location every so often, because for me, I can't sit still in the same place. My mind will just keep racing and thinking about food, so I have to keep separating myself. So after I'm done working, the other thing that helps me stay busy is by going on long walks. I eat my last meal at 6:30 p.m. and after I'm done eating my meal, I go on an hour-and-a-half walk. And on the days that I live stream, I get my walking done right after my workout. So what I'll do is I'll come back, I'll eat my post-workout meal, and then I will go right into my 4.5 mile walk then. So those are some tips right there that's helped me stay so consistent. Hopefully that helps you as well. So I'm gonna get back into editing now, but I'll catch you guys when it's time for my Greek yogurt bowl. It is now 2:30 p.m. and it's time for the Greek yogurt bowl. So my Greek yogurt bowl consists of 170 grams of plain Siggi's Greek yogurt, 75 grams of raspberries, and 14 grams of natural almonds. Also, can't forget about the 5 grams of honey. When I actually first started working out, I was actually putting this Greek yogurt on my rice cakes. I hated it. And then I found out about Greek yogurt bowls, and I'm like, oh my god, I need to get on that. And remember, you guys are gonna be weighing stuff out to the gram, like to the dot. Don't go a little bit over. You know, don't go a little bit under. Always go right on the dot. So if that means you get to rip out a little hair of raspberry, then so be it. So these are the only meals that I'm actually making throughout the day. So the Greek yogurt bowl, the post-workout, and the pre-workout are the only meals that I'm actually making throughout the day, and those take what? 5 minutes? I mean, if you wanted to, you guys could lock in and start meal prepping your Greek yogurt bowls, but I wouldn't suggest that. Little drizzle of honey. And for me, what I like to do here with the Greek yogurt bowls is I like to mash up the raspberries so that way it kind of just gets in everything. So this meal right here is 23 grams of protein, 29 grams of carbs, and 7 grams of fat for 250 calories. So another low calorie meal right here, and it's gonna taste really good as well. So I'm gonna eat this and I'll catch you guys back when it is dinner time. So unfortunately this talking part of the video got deleted. But this is my final meal of the day. So it's 5 ounces of grilled chicken, 75 grams of green beans, and 100 grams of cooked sweet potatoes. And so this final meal is 357 calories with 35 grams of protein, 32 grams of carbs, and 9 grams of fat. And the fat mostly comes from the avocado oil that these sweet potatoes are cooked in. So I just finished my last meal of the night. And honestly, this is probably one of the worst meals of the whole day. I don't look forward to eating plain grilled chicken. Love the sweet potatoes, but man, the plain grilled chicken is what kills me. I put a very small amount of seasoning on top. That's like low calorie seasoning. But yeah, so that's all done. Now I'm gonna get ready for my 4.5 mile walk. So the key takeaways so far that I've learned, this being my first time on a Real Cut, is that you have to have a routine, a very strict routine, basically treating this like a job, or else you won't follow through with it. And of course that routine has to work for you and you only. That has to go with the food you eat, what works in your schedule. So basically the best schedule that works for you that you can stay consistent with. The other thing, of course, is a well thought out meal plan that allows you to stay to your diet and not cheat. And the other thing is distracting yourself from the food noise. So what helped me was getting myself out of the house when I can, especially going on these long walks, which I'm about to do now. It's time to go for my walk now. Just getting back from the walk now, guys. I did 4.5 miles in about an hour and 15 minutes. And so now I'm gonna hop in the shower and get ready for bed. So at the end of the night, it is so important for me to just get myself ready for bed and actually hop into bed as fast as possible. The first couple weeks when I first started my cut, what ended up happening to me was that I would come back from that walk and then I would go to sit down and try and relax on my couch or my chair, right? And what ended up happening was that the food noise was hitting pretty hard at night. So for me, I've noticed now that the best thing for me to do is just get myself ready for bed, get in bed, and just fall asleep as fast as possible. That way, I can just end the night. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you could take some advice from the cut if you're looking to start, or maybe you just started and you're trying to figure it out. So hopefully you could take some advice from this. A lot of this I'm still learning, but the way that I structured my plan here has helped me stay consistent to the whole 12 weeks and not cheat or anything. So I'll see you guys in the next one.